Hey tribe, it's Steph and welcome to your seated yoga warm-up. So you can do any of these movements from a chair or maybe sitting on top of a block or a cushion. So feel free to do that if you need to, otherwise just sitting on the ground or sitting on a mat. I'm gonna cross one leg in front of the other. If you'd rather have your legs out, maybe out wide or bound ankle, any of those variations work, so do what's comfortable for you. So we're gonna start just sitting tall, maybe closing your eyes. Just take a few deep breaths, breathing in through your nose. And take a big exhale out your mouth. An audible exhale, just letting the shoulders totally relax. One more inhale. Exhale, releasing out your mouth. And then just start by doing some little neck circles. Maybe side to side. Maybe all the way around. Feel free to keep your eyes closed for any part of this. And just feeling the movement in your body as you continue your breath naturally in and out. And then just start to take that into a little seated wave side to side. So just trying to get some natural movements for the spine. Remembering that we're not robotic, we have waves and curves in our body and our structure and the way we're built, so really adapting to those natural spinal curves. And maybe a little forward and back wave. Just doing what feels right for you today. Listen to your body without pushing or forcing, just moving naturally forward, back, side to side. Anything is optional, so you can adjust however you need to. Stay here, find some circles around, inhaling and exhaling. Making this as big or small as you'd like. And then going the other direction. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, reaching the arms up, taking the right arm up and over, stretching to the left. Still sitting tall. Inhale, center, taking the left side, stretching over to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, letting yourself rotate naturally with your range of motion over to the right. Let the arms float down, either hands on the mat or maybe hand on the knee. Look over the right shoulder without forcing the twist. If you want, you could add on, reaching the right arm up and over. Inhale, draw both arms back up. Exhale, rotating over the left shoulder. Same thing here, letting the hands float down. Maybe hands on the mat or hand on the knee. Maybe adding in that left arm, reaching over to the right. Inhale, both arms back up. And then exhale, bring the hands behind your head, just gently opening through the neck, through the shoulders, through the chest without bending too far back. So still sitting up tall, drawing the core down and in. And then exhale, tucking the chin to your chest, doing a little rounding through the back. And then moving through that, inhale, open. Exhale, drawing in. Just working through this at your own pace. One more here, and then maybe holding down and in, if that feels okay for the upper back and neck. Maybe a little side to side movement there. Stretching the upper back and neck muscles. And then inhale, sitting tall, finding that neutral position again, finding some side to side movements, leaning from one side to the other, feeling the stretch through that mid upper back. So without dumping into the side, move from the muscles between the shoulder blades. And then we're gonna take this a little bit further and maybe add a side stretch. Taking one hand down, reaching the other arm, up and over. So working within our active range of motion, going side to side. Maybe you wanna stay here, or maybe you wanna add a sweep in the front, moving side to side still. So whichever variation you prefer, maybe try both, see what works for you. One more each side. And then inhale, drawing both arms up. Just let both arms move in space, floating in the air, maybe side to side, maybe reaching back, maybe pressing forward, opening up wide. Just let your arms move in whatever way you feel called to move today. Maybe giving yourself a big hug, maybe opening up, maybe continuing that side stretch. Just notice how that feels. Kind of free your arms, free your movements. Without restricting. And then just letting them float all the way down, maybe finger painting the floor, maybe stretching across to one side and the other. I also like to do some waves here, taking the hands wide, waving the spine up and down. Kind of like some cobra waves, but from a seated position, or maybe a little side to side flow up and down. Finding any other movements in the seated position. And then that is your seated warm-up. Feel free to add variations or continue on your practice from either table or on your back.